I'm in Phoenix.
Together
We're
we're
Phil's
Phil's
to
to
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
2 countries.
One heart.
We promised you we were going to be doing this on Monday nights weekly, and we kind of fell flat on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry.
January turned out to be a rather interesting month.
Yeah, we have a New Year celebration with other Filipino couple just down the road, or
The
neighbors.
Fil-Am couple, yeah.
Yeah, Fil-Am couples. And then after that, you got sick. Who got sick first?
I got sick for a week.
I got sick for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something.
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks, and then
Yeah, because you got better a day or two before your race.
still not really, but yeah.
Yeah. And you,
Run a 21 kilometers half marathon. It's achieve.
the rock
It's
and roll
achievement.
half marathon,
Yeah.
she achieved it.
Yeah.
And actually didn't do too bad on the time.
Yeah, on my first time, 3 hours and 21 or 22 minutes.
Yeah, I'll
That's-
post that on the. I'll post a picture of that.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
It's got a really
experience.
cute medal.
Yeah.
That, and then I had the fun of doing a Social Security disability application package. That we got all that together and turned that in and got that to Social Security, and then spent 3 hours with them one day
And then
trying to get that all taken care of. And then about a week later, I heard back from them asking for more information that I already gave them, and come to find out that entire packet never got forwarded to the people that make the determination, so they had to request everything that I had turned into them already, and that was all kinds of fun.
yeah.
And then at the same time, I was creating a disability retirement packet for my work. So we had a couple of doctor's visits,
Yes, we do.
and the um, my insurance is potentially going to be ending in April, and with where I was working, we had some really good insurance, and both of us needed some dental work, so I wound up with 3 crowns and 1 root canal and like 4 fillings, and you wound up with 2 crowns,
3 crowns.
3 crowns,
Oh no, 3 fillings and
3
two
fillings,
crowns.
and 2 crowns.
Yeah.
And so both of us kind of felt like we've been smacked in the mouth for about a week.
2 weeks, I say.
Yeah, it was a good 2 weeks. It's finally starting to get to where this one isn't killing me.
Yeah.
Never have that much dental work done all at the same time if you can avoid it. Drag it out.
I know. It's so like I feel like I'm like a momkin. Like call that like
Have the mumps.
yeah, like it's a big face. And I cannot chew properly. I just need to eat slowly and drink slowly, and I avoid drinking. I like super hot water, but I try to like cool down, and just because my teeth is so sensitive, so not really good. But yeah, anyways, it's been like I feel like January and February. It's like more of like I feel like me personally because I work so hard and then extending overtime and like I got lazy
Oh yeah, that's right. You were doing
a lot
because
of, like,
you do
12,
payroll.
yeah.
You were doing all the W-2s and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah, it's like most like every week I extend like 10 or 12 or something more than that overtime. Like so when I got home I just just go watch TV, sleep, and that's it. And then Saturday,
I
Sundays.
actually wasn't home watching TV either.
Oh yeah, it's like, and then even if I was sick, I still go to work because it's like I feel like me personally, like my work ethic is like okay, if I could still walk, and it's not that my work is more of physical, it's just sitting down all day. So if I could sit down all day and not do physical work, I'm totally fine. So I could still work, that's my even back in the Philippines, like even if it's raining, flooding, as soon as I'm able to do and go to work, I will go to work no matter what happened, even if there's typhoon or something. Even if I like across the flood in the water is just on my knee or above my knee. So that's just interesting. And I will say I have a lot of things to be grateful here working in the US, a lot of like 5 minutes away from the house, or if
Yeah,
I
you
could
work
walk.
real close to the house.
I could just walk for 20, 22 minutes if, so I'm grateful. Like back home, need to commute like 2 hours or more than in a day, come to think of it.
Each
Like,
way.
each way, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours each way.
Sometimes it's 3 hours each way. So that's why we're really good in sleeping in the bus, tricycles or in jeepneys. So we're known to that.
Yeah, I've actually got photo evidence that you can sleep sitting up in a jeepney. I may post that picture too.
Yeah, because like that's our time to go to sleep. We wake up so early and sleep so late. So that's the time to go to sleep and had a chance to or the opportunity to sleep. So she might as well use that opportunity.
Get a couple hours nap. Hey, I need to get off at this stop. Can you wake me up?
Yeah, I know. Just tell me, hey, I'm already there. So yes. So yeah, it was like more of not really motivated to do a lot of errands.
Yeah,
I will say, yeah. We try to push ourselves. Hey, we need to do this. We need to do this. We have a lot of to-do lists, but I feel like as long as I could go to work, as long as I go to church, but the rest is just okay. Like okay, as long as So yeah. What else?
That actually brings us up to about now that you just started back to school.
Yeah.
Work has got the disability pack finally, and I had a talk with them, and there's a pretty realistic chance that it'll get put on the May 9th retirement board meeting. Or March 9th, I'm sorry, March 9th. And if that happens,
Oh.
should have a determination by the end of the month as to whether or not it's approved.
Yeah.
He said there's a pretty good chance that they may ask for more evidence, more documentation, that there is an MD, an MD that sits on the board, and he's the one that typically handles the disability retirement packets, and he often asks for more evidence, more documentation as to what's going on if he feels it's not there.
Yeah.
But I gave him quite a bit, so I'm hoping that it's going to get put through pretty smoothly. If it does, it's going to mean I get a different insurance, a different pay scale for my insurance. Not a different insurance, it's the same insurance. And because it's a disability retirement, it's not the same monthly contribution as a regular retiree's. So he didn't know what it would be, and that would be something else that long-term disability people would have to sit down with me and let me know on that one. So insurance for the next couple months, well, March and April are going to be as is. That in April is my last month on the Cobra that I'm doing. And so after April, in May, when we're in the Philippines,
Yeah.
we're going to have to make a change in insurance. So that may actually have to be done in June when we get back.
Yeah.
And speaking of the trip to the Philippines, that it's
Coming out soon.
59 days before we leave and 60 days before we land.
Yes. So excited. I'm really excited. Promise.
We take off on the 26th at 8 in the morning,
Yeah.
8:55 in the morning, and get in Manila at 8:55 at night on Friday.
Yes. That's really cool. I'm excited.
A
Yes.
36-hour trip.
It's okay. We could do a lot of stuff.
With crossing all the time zones, it makes for an interesting trip over.
Yeah.
with coming back in the time zone is make for a really interesting trip because you leave on the same day as you arrive in Phoenix.
Yeah. But hey, but it's
Yeah, you spend like 20 hours in the air, all totaled, and you actually land about 6 hours after you took off.
yeah.
Uh,
But it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Like, yeah,
we're finally starting to get that fairly formalized.
yeah. Finally.
That we're going to
Thanks
be
to
flying into Manila.
yeah,
We're going to spend a night in Manila, meet with John Ray in the morning for breakfast,
yeah,
and then take a flight to Dumaguete. Spend 5 days? 6 days.
6 days.
6 days in Dumaguete. And then go to Oslo. And did we ever rent the hotel in Oslo?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Not really sure.
We booked a hotel. We're staying at the CL Bayview in Dumaguete. And I don't think we booked anything in Oslo yet.
Yeah, not sure. We could check. So, anyways, yeah, it would be a really exciting and challenging adventure, but I'm looking forward to it. I will see. It's a roller coaster. So, but I'm praying for it. It will be smooth because I know this trip is like, I will say honestly, it's a lot of stress. Honestly.
We've had some rather intense discussions as far as the
Yeah.
itinerary goes.
It's like you could just go to the Philippines and just stay there, but hey, you're gone for like over 3 years and you want to see all the people that you miss,
All the friends and
all the
family
friends
and
and
everything.
family. But okay, we'll just choose and just be with it. We'll see.
Yeah, she was less than happy that it was going to be a week in the Philippines before we saw Mama and Papa.
Speaking of that, I need to call them after this. So,
Oh,
so
I guess she hadn't let them know yet.
I did not tell them yet.
But
But they will get results.
with the way everything's going in, because we're going to Dumaguete, and then working our way back up the coast of Cebu, and then leaving from Cebu City back to Manila.
Yeah.
And then at this point, there's actually a pretty good chance we're going to go from Manila to Ho Chi Minh City for 4 days.
Yeah. 3 to 4 days.
And that there's another group we work with, Jack Cares Foundation, that they actually do a lot of work over in Vietnam. And I've started to do a little bit of photo video for them, and Cindy sits on the board as treasurer for the charity. And the president's actually making a trip over with her son Jack, the namesake of the foundation. And with scheduling for him, it may not happen in the time that we're going to be there, at a time that we would have enough time to go. So that's why I'm saying it may happen.
Yeah.
So if not, we're going to spend an extra 4 days in Manila, which would be kind of cool into itself.
Correct.
And as a matter of fact, your brother is coming in to... He's coming into Cebu, isn't he?
Yeah, from Malaysia.
He's coming in from Malaysia to Cebu,
Yeah.
and he'll be leaving on the 25th.
Yeah.
And if we wind up staying, we may just pay for your parents to come up to Manila and spend the rest of the time with us.
Yeah, that's correct. So we'll see then. So that would be. We're looking forward to.
We'll definitely keep updated as to what's going on with that trip. That it's looking really fun. Yeah, I'm not sure how well that one's going to edit in there, but I really need to get a external power adapter for this. That the battery died as we were finishing this up. So
Okay. Well, we need to cut off now.
we need to cut it off anyhow. So
What's the last?
as we know more on the trip, we'll keep everybody updated and what's
Yes.
going on. We are doing a backpack giveaway. That actually ought to be really cool too.
Yeah.
Check out the website and the Facebook page for more info on that.
Yeah, that's true.
And that actually brings us about up to date.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.